Hate for that baby to start crying right now. And we are. It's week 2. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Last time I recorded on like a Tuesday and upload on Friday. Today's Thursday, and I gotta haul ass to upload this tomorrow. But we're here, and I got 2 anime and a live action adaptation I want to talk about today. Last time, I got some constructive criticism saying my videos were too long. I mean, I'm talking about anime. When you talk about anime, it goes on a long time. Also, got some constructive criticism saying my background's boring. You're gonna have to deal with that for now. I plan on moving out of here in the coming months. So this you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to deal with those for now. But that's enough of all that. Just know, in the future, maybe not, maybe in a few months, we gonna be real official. Recording straight off my phone. Someone said I need to get a mic. She probably had the label. Somebody need to get a mic. That'll happen eventually. I should record better from a better camera. That'll happen eventually. Patience. Nobody starts off on 100 off rip. If they did, then they ain't around no more because they already peaked. Now the first we're talking about today, we're talking about something actually came out very recent. Well, I actually don't think, let me see if I can find exactly when this debuted. Yep, very recent, last year. Now, the manga is called Goddamn. That's not what it's called. It's called, pardon me for playing on my shirt. I need something to do with my hands. You know what? I got a fidget spinner. It's called Imawa no Kuni no Alice. This is gonna be a thing now. I just need hands. But that's the manga. But we're not talking about the manga. We're talking about the live action. So if any of y'all be on Netflix a lot, you may know this as Alice in Borderland. Borderland, no S. Alice in Borderland. So there's 3 different descriptions of this, because there's a manga, there's an anime OVA, which is like 3-4 episodes, and then a Netflix adaptation. So peep game. According to the manga, Arusu Alice Ryohei Alice will leave school soon, but he's trying to avoid thinking about his future. One night he's hanging out with his friend Kirby and Chota. Kirby got the hands. Chota, he's a office worker, but he doesn't want to work. One day they see fireworks. Then a bright explosion. And as you know, they woke up in a different world. In the Borderland. Now, in the Borderland, people are forced to either participate in potential deadly games. You know, like how in Saw, when I would like to play a game. You know when they do that? Yeah, so that's kind of like this, except you could live. That you don't gotta sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice someone, at least from what I've seen. Or if you don't, you just up and die. That's the manga. Now the OVA, the anime OVA, it says Ryohei Arisu's life and the life of his 2 friends, Daiki Kirby, Shota Segawa, take a complete turn when they witness an abnormally large firework shoot into the skies at one night. Then a bright light explosion temporarily blinds them. When they open their eyes, they find out they're in the Borderland. Same concept. But Netflix says we're on a character budget. So Netflix describes it as a group of bored delinquents are transported into a parallel wasteland as part of a survival game. Which one makes you want to watch this most? Now, I will have to shout out somebody. Shout out to Not Jack. Links in his link to his YouTube channel will be in the description. He told me about the live action one day. The other day, actually. He was like, hey, you like anime, you should watch this. It's a live action though. I was like, live action. Because, anime ain't been doing too well with live actions, I'll tell you that much. But he showed me some clips. And I was like, huh. He showed the clips of the first episode of the light novel. Not the light novel. He showed me some clips of the light. Fuck it. One take, no clips. He showed me some clips of the anime adaptation. Can't believe I messed that up twice. And I was like, huh. You know, he skipped a few things. So he wanted me to get to the good stuff because we were on a time constraint. So I just actually to refresh memory, I just rewatched it. Yeah, I got two minds over here. You'll see me look over here and over here. I just watched the full first episode, and I'm intrigued. It had me on the edge of my seat. If you want me to, no, I can't react to it because it's on Netflix. Yeah, if only. But it had me on the edge of my seat. But then you know me, I'm a manga reader, so I was like, let me read the manga. I read the first chapter. First of all, it is hard as hell. Cause y'all can't see this. I made show up a picture on how this website grabs its manga, but it's all over the fucking place. Pardon my French. Like, I didn't know where to start, and it feels like things have just been skipped altogether. Like, the first games are different that they have to play. Either that or they cut out a lot from the manga and just got straight to the first game in the Netflix adaptation. But if you were to watch one and not read the other, you wouldn't notice this. If you were to read the manga and then watch Netflix adaptation, you'd be like, what the fuck? So I had to unplug this. It was about to overheat. Only talk about people. I'm just going to cut all that shit out. I recommend for y'all who want to watch this or want to read it, do one, but not the other. Don't do it at the same time. Because it will get you all types confused. I can tell it off rip because something's happening in one in the live action is not happening in the manga. I haven't been able to find the OVA for the anime version anywhere. Kind of sucks because I would actually want to see that. But yeah, so because there's blatant potholes. I'm out of focus. We are unprofessional here. And you're going to enjoy the unprofessionalism. Everybody else wants to be all so perfect and professional. Nah, you getting raw. Like I say, I don't like it raw, but if you didn't like it raw, you wouldn't have kids. There is plot holes and inconsistencies within the first episode of the Netflix adaptation and the first chapter or two in the manga. And like I said, I can't find the anime adaptation anywhere. So watch one or read one, then go back and watch or read the other. You can find OVA, do that too. But I would really recommend this because if you're a fan of the Saw franchise, or if you like the mystery aspect, the gaming aspect, I gotta think, how am I gonna get out of this? What am I gonna do? I don't want to die. I need everyone else to get out of here alive. Do that. And if you're a fan of good old fashioned action and murder, it's got some for you. I did find a clip of the anime of a scene I have not gotten to in the Netflix adaptation. That link will be in the description. There is some spoilers. I personally didn't care about spoilers because I don't even know if I'm going to finish. I'm going to even get to the anime, and I don't know if it's going to be different between that and the Netflix adaptation. Even though I did see that figure in the Netflix adaptation, so I know it's going to be there. So that one's going to be in the description anyway, because that scene got me hyped. But yeah, definitely recommend Alice in Borderland for all y'all out there. All right, next up, you know how this goes. You gotta start with something fire, bring it down a little bit. But luckily for y'all, the last one, instead of bringing it down like the completely, I got a goodie for you for the last one. But for the middle part, I got something wholesome for y'all. So nothing. I know last week was for my degenerates, but this week is something wholesome. Something a little wholesome. Something that'll warm your heart. For y'all icebox heart dudes. I wonder how many people get that reference. Young motherfuckers. We got, and this is gonna be a bitch to, pardon my French, Futari Ashitamo Sorinari. Look here. I don't speak Japanese. In English, whatever this is, it translates to the two get. Fuck, I can't even speak English. The two gets by tomorrow too, more or less. Look, it's a long title for something. So there's a new chapter just came out. A new chapter came out Monday. I need to step up on my game. What this is about? It's a slice of life romantic comedy. So for all my romantic comedy lovers out here, I got some for y'all too. This may be a running thing because this actually helps me focus and not just move my hands around. Even though I kind of like move my hands around. It's romantic comedy about 25-year-old Ida Yuya, another Yuya. I know I say Yuya now. And 28-year-old Ihara Ria. Basically, is they're a couple, and they just start moving together. First chapter, he says, "Hey, look here, baby girl, we've been together for a while now. I know you're trying to get out your parents' house, and I know your job's actually kind of close to where I work at. So, you want to move in together? I mean, I got the space. There's another bedroom if you want to stay in another bedroom. But my bed gets kind of lonely sometimes if you want to, you've been on a bed before. You know how comfy it is if you just want to, move some stuff in with you." NC said, "Yeah, that's basically it. That's the story in a nutshell." And then, that's the premise in a nutshell. And then the story goes on for 76 chapters of them just having regular relationship shenanigans. You would think that's boring, but it caters to a certain demographic. By that I mean I find the humor in this funny. For example, in the first chapter, it's all about after he said everything I just said, and he moves in again, and they move in. A few months, I think it said weeks, months later, they go by. Your girl Rio caught your man Yuya. Well, she didn't catch him eating the last pudding cup, but he ate the last pudding cup. And the way he claims he didn't, he got caught red-handed. But the way he's like, "No, I ain't do it. And then she like, "Nigga, you tweeted that the pudding cup tastes good." And he like, How do I delete tweets? That made me laugh. That may not make you laugh, but that made me laugh. Maybe it caught me in a good mood. And then there's such a wholesome ending to it. It's like, he's like, man, you know what? I don't want to see my wife upset. I'm gonna buy her a whole bag of pudding cups. It's nothing over the top, just nice and simple wholesomeness. Definitely would recommend for all the hopeless romantics out there, like myself. And I would recommend for people in some relationships. I recommend this. It may make you think of, this argument's really ain't that big of a deal. It's not that big. It's not that big of a deal. You can get over this. You can move past this. And you may find some similarities between that relationship and your relationship, because they kind of cater to those. Y'all know I stutter. Hey, imagine if I get a bigger sponsorship. Get me a beer sponsorship. I'm of age. I'm well past age, actually. And the last anime. Well, okay, let me phrase this. The last one was a manga. I should have preferred that word, whatever that word is. I should have said that. But this is also a manga, which I did some research and realized this was actually a light novel first. I think. Yeah, light novel first. Got adapted into a manga. And I kind of hope it gets adapted into anime, personally. It is called Jitsu Waore Saikyu Deshita. Jitsu Waore Saikyu I think my tongue's just too big for that shit. Jitsu Waore Saikyu Deshita. Or, in English terms, am I actually the strongest? Or actually, am I the strongest, or am I actually the strongest? One of those two ways. Basically, it's about a shut-in, like 30-year-old shut-in. He got bullied when he was in middle school, so he didn't lose his will to live, but all that bullying made him kind of a shut-in. I can relate. I had to go through bullying when I was not in 3rd grade, but 4th through 6th grade. Then I beat a kid with a book. True story. Never happened again. I may tell you about that sometime. It's a shut-in named Haruto. He gets isekai'd into another world. Oh my god, another isekai? There's been like 15 goddamn million of those. You're right. So for those of y'all who have worn out your isekai joints, yeah, you can make sure you like the video and move along, because this ain't for you. These are people who aren't bored of isekais yet, or chose their isekais carefully. He gets reborn, literally reborn, as in 30-year-old. He gets reborn into a baby. There's a baby here. I was hoping she doesn't stop crying yet. Reborn into a baby and gets put into another world. And he gets promised, like, you're going to go over there, you're going to get peaceful, you're not going to do anything, because this dude really, he's a shut-in. He don't want to do anything. He wants to lay in bed and just all day and all night, and with no virus out there, with no pandemic, he just wants to do that all day, and I can relate. I want to do that too. Life be rough sometimes. So he gets born into royalty. He's born into the top 1% with the queen and king. Yeah. It's isekai. It's a magical world, but his power level, his magic, appears to be weak. So said queen and king abandon his ass. up into the forest. But here's the twist. Because, well, is it a twist? You know where this is going. Of course the dude's not weak. He's actually incredibly strong. See, here's what happened. The goddess that sent him to the other world pulled an aqua and messed up. She gave to get too high of a power level. This dude's in the 4 digits of power levels as an infant. And didn't give him not a quirk. She didn't give him like a second ability. So he has one ability, but it's strong as shit. But the fact she didn't give him a second ability, coupled with the fact that, look, his power level is 1,002. So imagine this. 1002. Where he went, the power levels only go up to double digits. So we see 1,002. They only see 02. And not the girl from Darling in the Franxx. She bad as shit though. So they're like, oh, he is weak. So the queen, it was really the queen, because we'll get into later. The queen is a bitch. She decides, well, we can have a weak baby. We'll say he's a stillborn and dump him in the forest to die. But he's aware, so he's like, oh shit, I'm in the forest. And what? Now mind you, he's still a baby. I'm in the forest. I'm gonna die here. There's no one to feed me. I'm just a baby, so I can't go up and do myself. And then out of nowhere, he gets run up on by this big ass dog. I mean, the dog was big. And he whoops the dog's ass. And now you're just like, okay, so now it's another overpowered anime protagonist that doesn't want to do anything. But at the same time, he's very strong and he's gonna one punch everybody. And what's wrong with that? If you've seen it before, don't watch it. I know there's a lot of anime out there. There's a lot of manga out there with the same premise. But it's one of those things where when you see it first, you know what's going to happen. I don't watch those personally. So this is my first time getting something similar to this. Except for one other one that I was reading. I forgot what it's called. I'll find a picture of it, but it's one with the other isekai with overpowered dude, and he goes to another world and immediately makes a cat girl and an elf his slave. That's not a joke. That actually happens. He gets attacked by a giant ass dog, who we later find out her name. Yeah, her. That big dog is a her. Her name is Frema from the Fenrir clan. Apparently, she's one of the strongest demons out there. Anyway, he just beats the demon outright. I mean, he hitting her with little orbs of matter. I don't even know what those little orbs are that he's making. He's hitting her. She ain't going down. So he hits her with he picks up some trees, swings at her. Doesn't go down. Then he picks up a mountain. And he's about to spirit bomb this bitch. And she's like, whoa, calm all that down. I just need a snack. I just need a snack. Easy there. Easy. And he's like, you can talk? Then again, I'm an infant. I can't talk too, but you can talk. That's easy. The second craziest thing I've seen today after my own mother and father abandonment. Well, my own new mother and father abandonment. So then they're found by another man who is the actual brother of the king. I didn't say the king. He's the brother of either the king or the queen. I don't think they said it, and if they did say it, I wasn't paying attention. This name is Margrave Gordo. He gives a quick little backstory. Oh, my wife, she tried to get pregnant too, but she had a miscarriage. I mean, and I've always wanted someone to take care of, and she's always wanted someone to take care of. And then I heard that my sibling, we still don't know if it's his brother or sister. I really think I may just walked over that. I heard they just abandoned their child, and as someone who doesn't get the same rights as my brother or sister, I want to give this baby a happy life with a loving family. So time skip 9 years later. Haruto, now again, he's 9 years old. He now lives with Gordo, his wife, who I can't find her name. That's probably something else I skipped over. And the daughter, Charlotte. So even though he gave the whole backstory of, my wife can't get pregnant. She ended up getting pregnant and glossed over, in the span of Haruto getting there. So now they all live in a castle. Now it's not what Haruto was gonna live in, but it's a little castle. And Haruto, since technically he's the first born, even though he's not theirs by blood, technically he's the first, so he's the heir to the castle. And still, for some reason, no one is able to see what his power level is. Now there's two people who are very suspicious. Gordo himself, because around winter of 9, he took Haruto. He said, "No, there's hey, little nigga, look, you're getting of age. I need to train you. The world's dangerous out there." And Haruto's kind of like, "Man, you don't even know what I'm capable of." He's like, "What? You know, whatever. Look, I'm gonna take you out to the field. We're gonna do some sword training, right? Right." Now apparently Gordo is one of the top niggas in sword fighting. And I'm not gonna say Haruto whooped his ass, because he's not gonna whoop the person who's protecting him. But Haruto would have won, because he's over here swinging his ass like, "Aha, I'm God." Can't hit shit. If you know the Matrix, where he just, I got a rocking chair, I can do that. Just not hitting them. So now they're all confused. Now, of course, he can't show any of this actual ungodly power. So what he's also done, because he can't show the ungodly power and wants to be a NEET and not do shit, he tries to make clones of himself, which he does do eventually. And then it kind of gets a little weird to read, because you don't know who's a clone, who's a real person. Charlotte, who was also like, "I don't know, you seem way too strong to be this goddamn weak." And then she sees Haruto and Frema just go flying away. Oh, by the way, Frema's still here. She just became a maid. She sees those two fly away because a bunch of Gordo's niggas done got jumped and killed. So Haruto's like, "See, I wasn't gonna do nothing, but you caused my dad / uncle." He calls him father, but he's really his uncle. He calls my dad / uncle some times. Oh yeah, he almost killed the uncle too. So you caused them some. Look, I don't know what you call them, because I'm so young and new to this area. So I just gotta kill you. But first, tell me who you work for. "We work for the queen." "Who?" "The queen, bitch. My mother tried to kill her brother and or brother-in-law." All right, burn it to the ground. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's some comedy in this, but yeah, when it gets down to it, you Haruto with the shits. Frema is with the shits. Charlotte, she kind of becomes an anime lover, which I can relate. I mean, look at me, look at what I'm talking about now. She becomes an anime lover. I can relate. So, but she's supposed to be with the shits in the future, and Haruto's kind of hard stunting her growth right now. If you're a fan of isekai, if you like your dirty trash isekai, read it. If you like comedy with your isekai, I would say this is similar. Most isekai I would say that's similar to is Konosuba. There's some comedy in here. There's a goddess who messed up, but you don't see the goddess again, so you can't compare the goddess. But he does have a sidekick who is not incompetent, because she's actually very strong, but incompetent. There's a lolly character who's actually a sister, so it's kind of different from Megumi. But the lolly character, who's very innocent, kind of don't know nothing, very impressionable. He's kind of fucking up her power level, even though she's supposed to be the strongest too. Eventually, well, second strongest, because ain't no one topping Haruto. If you're a fan of those and like world building, because I just got to a part where this nigga gotta go to school after he done beat up his cousin. Yeah, that happens too. That was actually pretty funny how he. If you watch AEW and saw Chuck Taylor versus Miro last night, it's similar to that. It's like, oh yeah, I'll beat you up. Squashed. Jabroned. If you're a fan of comedy with your action, pick up the manga, read it, and maybe hope it gets an anime adaptation that your favorite YouTuber will shit on because it's another isekai. It's another isekai garbage. Isekai ecchi garbage. There's a little ecchi in here. It's not like the last. Well, not like last week. There's a little ecchi in here. But yeah, it's still isekai garbage. Anyway, I hope this video didn't get too long, because some people have very short attention spans. There's one specific person I'm looking at right now, and I can say this now because I know we ain't gonna get to the end of this video. But if you do get to the end of this video, love you, brother. 3,000. Your birthday was early this week. Happy birthday. Get some more. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what? Like, comment, subscribe. Just enjoy your day.